Can you hear the new mic, dude? Can you hear the new mic? Holy shit. I've been trying to get better with uploading, plus I have a different video coming out, I think, in a couple weeks. In the meantime, it's almost Christmas. I mean, it's almost Halloween time, so why not make a Halloween candy tier list? I'll just say this at the very beginning. I might go kind of fast. I just took a day, Google searched as many different types of candies as I could remember growing up, and there is a lot to go through. Alright, let's go. First up on the list, we got Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I chose this bar specifically because I remember one Halloween when I was really young. I got a shit ton of candy, but I remember getting this specific bar from someone, and I fucking loved it. I don't think Hershey's makes this bar anymore, but I'm gonna check every Walmart in my area just in case. Immediate A tier for me. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, not Reese's Pieces. There's a distinct difference, and I'll get to that later. Now, this is just personal preference, but there are too many of these given out every single year. I swear, I go trick-or-treating some years, come back, half my fucking bag is filled with these things. I'm a frog of taste. I need some variety in my Halloween candy bag. Reese's PBC, going in C tier. Kit Kat. That's all I have to say. S tier. 100 grand bars. I have never met a single person that likes these. This is mostly just filler candy or something you give to your parents like after you're done with your bag. Straight to D tier. Reese's Pieces is one of the best mini versions of the original candy in recent memory. I'm not so much a huge candy fan anymore, but when I was, I consumed these little fucking things like it was oxygen. A tier. Now, don't get me wrong, I like sweet candy, I'm all for it. Just not when it looks and tastes like medication. I tried for so long to like sweet tarts, but I can only have about 2 of them before I need a drink of water. Get this shit out of my Halloween bag. D tier. I thankfully have only had to encounter a Three Musketeers bar a couple times in my life. Most people eat these after they're done with their Kit Kats and their Hershey's and whatnot. These are saved for the very last, not because they are good, but because they are the only thing left. D tier. I firmly believe anyone who gives out pixie sticks on Halloween is actively trying to give trick-or-treaters a terrible fucking night. Eating a pixie stick is the same as eating a Ziploc bag full of sugar. Pixie sticks have no place on this earth and no place in my Halloween bag. Our first below D tier. Airheads, on the other hand, are just the perfect amount of sweet. They're a lot like Laffy Taffy with its texture and its packaging. Plus, they have those funny commercials from the mid-2000s. I miss those. Solid B tier. Bits of honey. Ha! I feel like Crunch Bars are in the same position as Reese's PBC because I just get so fucking many of them every single year. I really used to like these, but then I've had so many that I can't stand the taste of them anymore. It's gonna have to be a B tier for me. I seriously forgot I got these until I went through old pictures of me during Halloween. Some dipshit in my neighborhood gave these out every single year. I couldn't even tell you what they tasted like. Below D tier. Sour Patch Kids is a weird one. I don't really consider it a Halloween candy. This is more something I would take if I'm going to like a sports game or a movie. I don't really feel it solidified itself as a Halloween candy name. They do taste pretty good though. C tier. Nerds, on the other hand, is the polar opposite. You can have these bitches during Halloween, Christmas season, in the movies, at home. Such a good candy. Such a good candy. A tier. Good and plenty. Twizzlers are the dollar store version of Red Vines. If you've ever eaten these, please seek medical attention. Below D tier. Most underrated candy on the fucking planet. Oh my god. If you have never came back from a successful night of trick-or-treating, open one of these bitches up and just devoured them, you have not lived, dog. I think the only reason these aren't more popular is because the packaging just doesn't do them enough justice. But I absolutely love them. B tier. M&M's, while they are really good, I think they have the same issue with Reese's PBC, where every time I went trick-or-treating, half my bag would be filled with them. Hate me if you want, but it's going in C tier. There was just one funny house every year that I knew I had to avoid, because they gave out sticks of gum as the treat. While they were at the store, instead of buying candy, which is obviously advertised during Halloween season, they thought, hey, we're gonna be cool and different and hand out Orbit. No, this does not count as candy. Below D tier. This is just one of the brands, but pretty much any mint chocolate bar. No, not for me. Below D tier. Who the fuck likes Runts? I don't even have to taste them to just know that they're bad. Below D tier. Laffy Taffy. It's an American classic. The flavor is amazing. I got a good amount of them every single year. Solid A tier. Werther's caramel candies were a nice addition to my Halloween bag, but just barely. I would much rather have these during like Christmas, and for that it's going in D tier. Again, these little strawberry candies, I do like them a lot. It's just for a different holiday. Not gonna lie though, if I came across one of these during Halloween, no hesitation, I'd gobble it up. C tier. These little gimmicky Hershey's Kisses things, they're alright, I guess. They're alright. They're alright. B tier. I'm gonna be honest, I made sort of an oops here. I meant to put Hershey's at A tier, but in the recording I put it at D. I don't know what past me was thinking. Hershey's is a classic chocolate bar. Please forgive me, A tier. Mike and Ike, again, I really wouldn't consider a Halloween candy. Plus when I got them, it came in this huge box that made the rest of the candy look tiny. Don't get me wrong, they do taste good, but C tier. Snickers will always be amazing, especially those like little ones that give out during Halloween. You got the peanuts, the caramel, the chocolate. It's all there. You get exactly what you pay for. B tier. Almond Joy, especially the ones with the 1-2 almonds. You can never go wrong. B tier. Baby Ruth. Caramel apple pops. Apparently these are still being sold. I don't know who's buying them, but it's not me. Below D tier. Charleston Chew. Vanilla? This is what the vanilla flavor looks like? That's an automatic below D tier, just for presentation. Mr. Goodbar, no one's favorite, terrible taste, below D tier. Double bubble gum. I will give this one a little bit of lenience because it's more common during Halloween, but still, it's gum. D tier. Swedish Fish is just across the board a mid candy. You got the goofy looking bag that they just refuse to change because it's like iconic to the brand or something. The actual fish, you can only have like about a handful of them before you get sick of them. Then after like about a day or two, they just get stale. All around, not a very good idea for a candy. D tier. Blow Pop, another classic. The iconic shell on the outside, gum on the inside. This one's going in B tier. Fireball? How did these end up on the list? I wouldn't even consider this candy. It's just like a little red ball of shit. Below D tier. This is where my opinion might start to get a little bit controversial. I have never met another human being on this planet who likes Tootsie Fruit Rolls. Hell, I've never even seen another person eat one. I would scour around in my bag every year, picking out these ones first. These I literally saved for the very last. They were that good. Easy S tier. Fun Dip, another classic. If you ever got one of these while trick-or-treating, it means you hit the jackpot. Fun Dip will forever be an amazing candy. S tier. There were these special grape-flavored Tootsie Pops that I think they only sold during Halloween. But yeah, solid candy option, can't go wrong. A tier. Next up on the list, we got fruit roll-ups. I don't remember getting a lot of these during Halloween, but when I did, they were the first to go. Sometimes I would also have it as like a school snack, which I mean, Halloween candy, school snack, it can be both. Solid candy, A tier. Gushers are very similar to fruit roll-ups. It's a gimmicky concept, but at the end of the day, it's a solid Halloween candy. It's a solid school snack. It's going in A tier as well. Haribo gummy bears, specifically Haribo gummy bears. I almost have no issue with this candy, and I say almost because of the smaller variant that's given out during Halloween. Like, you'd probably have to collect around 7 or 8 of these small bags to make one normal sized bag. That's probably my only complaint with them though. 10 out of 10 candy, S tier. Where there's hard candy, you can go right next to the other one. Heath Bar, well, that's an easy choice. Butterfinger was never my favorite. I could tolerate it. I don't know, sometimes it like melts in the wrapper, it melts in your hands, you know? Too much of a mess than it's worth in my opinion. It's going in D tier. Hot tamales are not a Halloween candy and they never will be. Below D tier. Lemon heads are actually pretty nice. The packaging is really nice. They kept it really simple. You get to like about maybe 40 or 50 of them per box. They do taste like lemon candy. Very nice treat. B tier. You're at least gonna get one Tootsie Roll every time you go trick-or-treating. That's not a bad thing, they're just that popular. My only problems with it is that sometimes you have trouble getting it out of the wrapper. Also, you can't chew on them or else your teeth will get stuck together. They're kind of bad for your dental health overall, but whatever all candy is. This one's going in C tier. Jolly Ranchers are an amazing candy, and if you think otherwise, you're wrong. I didn't usually get too many of these during Halloween, but it didn't matter because I just went to the store and bought some anyways. This one's an easy A tier for me. Payday is hardly even a candy, below D tier. Same deal with Junior Mints. Ring Pops will always hold a special place in my heart. These damn things are so much fun to eat. Even if I only got one while trick-or-treating, I was happy. This is probably on my top 5 candies. It's going in S tier. And we're following up one of the best candies on the list with probably one of the worst. I care about Toblerone so little, I'm not even gonna resize it or put it on the side of the screen. Fuck Toblerone. All my homies hate Toblerone. Below D tier. Peanut M&Ms are just alright. Like, yeah, I guess they are better than regular M&Ms, but like barely. These are going in B tier. These Mamba sticks I've only had once in my life, and it wasn't terrible. This one's going in B tier. Milk Duds, I don't really like them. I don't really think anybody likes them. If you asked me what a Milk Dud tastes or looked like, I really couldn't tell you. Below D tier. Same thing with Milky Way. These are most likely the most unrecognizable candies on the whole list, which is fine because it gives me more to talk about. Now and Laters are like the dollar store version of Starburst, essentially. They have a different, like, sweeter taste than Starburst, but they're not like as saturated in flavor, I guess. I rarely see them anymore, but they're pretty alright. I'm putting these in C tier. Let me just do these 3 really quick. These 3 do not deserve to be in a Halloween bag. This one does not deserve to be eaten. Skittles are pretty okay. I mean, they taste pretty good, but the texture is just a little off-putting for me, especially at the inside. It's not a terrible choice though. C tier. Same thing with Smarties. They taste pretty well. The packaging is pretty nice. Pretty clever if I'm being honest. They just like sometimes make a mess and the dust gets everywhere. Plus your mouth gets like really dry while eating them. It's going in C tier. Starburst again is a pretty alright candy. I used to be able to eat a bunch of them at one time. They do taste pretty good, but I usually have only 6 or 7. It's going in C tier. Do I even need to say it? I don't know why candy corn gets shit on so much. It tastes pretty good. It's in little bite-sized pieces. What more could you ask from a candy? Personally, I love this shit. I'll eat it all day. It's going on A tier. Twix is a pretty okay bar. I mean, I've only had a few of them here and there that I can remember, so I can't really speak to its value. Definitely better than a lot of things here. I'll put it in C tier. You think Warheads are a candy for the lighthearted? No. These things are super tiny, but it's for a good reason. Its extreme sourness is actually the reason why it's one of my favorites. Warheads absolutely earned their spot on A tier. Whoppers used to be a favorite of mine, but I got really tired of breaking my jaw every single time I wanted to eat one. It takes like the force of a hydraulic press to bite into one of these things. I'm putting it on C tier. And last but not least, York Patties. The creator of these deserves public execution. Alright, that's all the candy I could find. Remember, this list was not of my opinion. It was fact-checked by experts. If you disagree, cry harder.